All right, friends, welcome back to the Diaspora Salon from Marrakesh, Morocco. And joining me on this other edition of our podcast is wonderful singer, songwriter, producer, talented, femme extraordinaire, multilingual, I can go on and on and on, but I will start off by telling you her name is China Moses.
Hello.
Bienvenue,
Merci.
China. China Moses.
China Moses.
That was very funny, by the way.
It was quite funny.
We'll get to that little joke, in our conversation. But
of course.
First of all, welcome to the Diaspora Salon.
Thank you.
You're here by invitation and also by accident.
Yes.
Right? What brought you to this wonderful, glorious place?
Well, my mom came here last year by herself, and it was her very first trip that she had taken by herself, so I'm very proud of her.
Her very first trip, and we need to tell people who your mother is.
My mother is the grand Dee Dee Bridgewater. She is a icon of jazz, singer, songwriter, producer, also Tony Award-winning, amazing human.
Extraordinary human.
Yeah,
yes,
she's really cool.
But being her offspring, China, you are equally that, because I've heard your mother live. I also had the extraordinary privilege of hearing you last night.
Yes.
And I know that this was not your intention, so I'm going to just tell our listeners that you wanted to study international relations, and as far as music was for you, was being in a family of musicians.
Yeah,
and
it was cool.
And artists, and it was cool. But it's in you, and when it's in you, it has to come out. And
I guess
it did,
so.
and it did.
It really did come out. My mother pushed me into music. She's the one who literally took some songs that I had made and played them for an A&R. I was slacking in school. I mean, nobody really enjoys 3 hours of philosophy on a Monday morning.
Monday morning at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Philosophy class for 3 hours.
course.
French people, why? And so I was late for philosophy class. And one day she woke me up and she had a contract for a record deal and my school file, and she said, you're going to make a choice this morning, and whatever you choose, you're going to do it fully, wholeheartedly, and do it well. And I saw them zeros in that record contract, and there was this dress that my mom didn't want to buy me because it was too tight. And I thought to myself, and I remember this thought so clearly, is like, with that money, I can get that dress, which was probably like a €30 dress. And here I am looking at
your dress.
But I would have gotten my money, and I was 16 years old. And my mom, till this day, swears up and down that she did not imagine anything else for me than being up on that stage. And I really, when I say really, I really didn't see it for myself.
Well, sometimes it takes someone else, to...
Parents be parenting.
Yes, yes, and she was.
And she did. And she's done the best that she can with her 3 children. And I think she did something that all parents hope for, is raise 3 really particular individuals. Like, we really got our own personalities.
You do. You're all different.
Yeah, we're all really different.
But it's interesting. You mentioned the 3 hours of philosophy. I know that could be tedious and boring and hard on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that it planted a few seeds anyway, whether you want to, because, and it's part of live performance sometimes, but you hear with a lot of different artists, but you are a storyteller. And I really, really felt that. That's an innate thing. And is that part of your persona? Is that part of your, when I say persona, I mean, not that you're inventing it, but that's you.
It's really me. I think my mom talks a lot on stage, and I've always loved live artists that talked a lot. I got fascinated with Nancy Wilson and Lena Horne live shows, Millie Jackson, Marvin Gaye, live shows. Cannonball Adderley was great in ad-libbing live. Wow. Who else talked a lot? Sammy Davis Jr.
You're doing right now these names that you're ticking off. This is a playlist that our listeners should really download. Music from all of these artists, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. And they're live shows. They're live albums, because I also got really into like stand-up, like Richard Pryor and Moms Mabley and Whoopi Goldberg and spoken word, and just the power of the verb and the power of poetry. My father, when I was like 10 years old, he got me a Sonia Sanchez book, and I got obsessed with her. And then I was reading Aimé Césaire and Frantz Fanon, and he was a director. So I think I learned the power of the word and the storytelling from him. And then my mom gave me this setting where to do it. And I realized as I got older, after I spent 13 years doing what you're doing right now on TV in France, I think I realized the power of just your speaking voice. And I play in front of audiences that don't speak English in general, so I've learned to tell the story before I sing the song. But I also realize that even if the audience does speak English, giving an introduction and a lead way helps people connect a little bit better, because otherwise it's just musicians doing musicians things.
Right. Well, speaking of, the spoken word and using language, you are fully bilingual.
Yeah.
You grew up in France, in Paris, and it's one thing to sing in French, which you do, but you also rap in French.
Yes.
And
I'm a frustrated rapper.
But again, this is using language.
Yes.
More so than musical than music itself. It's language. And where does that come from? I mean, again,
I grew up with hip hop. I was born in 1978, so I am the generation of hip hop. So I'm totally a frustrated rapper. My first songs were rap songs. I don't rap great. I can rap other people's lyrics, which is what I stick to nowadays. Even though I did my first album when I was 20, my popularity in France came from singing choruses of French rappers. And then after becoming an MTV VJ. So I'm fully linked to French rap culture and hip hop culture, and still am. I think hip hop culture has given the world a voice.
Sure has.
Just like jazz did when it came along. So, and hip hop culture is still giving that voice. So it's a very important art form for me. The different, pillars of hip hop culture are very important art forms for me. And I'm just of that generation.
Speaking of an art form, I mean, here we are in this beautiful setting at the Diaspora Salon in Marrakesh.
Gorgeous.
We've been surrounded by excellence these last couple of days, and you're certainly in that group, I have to tell you. So,
as are you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. What does it mean to be in a place like this for you, and surrounded by all these people?
It's a moment in time where we can sit down and think and talk. It's almost like a beautiful artistic think tank melting pot of all of these different Black cultures. And I think it's really important. I think we need this. I think it's necessary. This setting is absolutely amazing. It's very nourishing. It's nourishing to walk through these grounds and to look at the garden and to know that that's the fruit and veggies that we're going to eat at every, afternoon and night, and seeing all of this art and having these conversations. The world is very loud, and I think everybody here has trouble taking time off to do something that is absolutely necessary for advancement of any society, which is to talk, to share, and to think. And having the privilege of being able to stop. It's like that song, Stop, Hey, What's That Sound? Everybody know what's going down. We know that every living second there is something catastrophic and horrific going on in the world, but also at the same time, if we don't stop to make connections, we can't build beautiful. We can't know what's going on because everybody here is going to take a piece of what they've experienced and who they've met, and it builds these beautiful connections and that we can build upon. And this is, when you think of like the Sœurs Nardal and the and Negritude and how they held their salons. And even though the men at that time downplayed the importance of the Nardal sisters and what they were creating, I think, thank goodness, we are in 2026 and we recognize that these salons still need to happen.
They're necessary.
They're absolutely necessary because we need protected spaces to think, to move forward, and to build. And
you're right. You're calling this a protected space, and I feel that as well. Last night you sang, part of your medley was "Make Me Want to Holler," right?
Yes, Marvin Gaye, Inner City Blues.
And I feel that leaving this place, this protected area, out in the world right now, you do want to holler.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere. What grounds you? What brings you back? Is it a space like this? Do you need to come to something like this? What are you going to do when you leave after this?
I'm going to go sing in another country and share my culture and what I know with other people who are curious to come learn and come enjoy. I'm just going to keep on. I always say I sign off on my shows on Jazz FM in the UK with music is love, so you have to share the love. And so I'm just going to go share the love and remind people that, no matter where you were born, if you live life with curiosity, your life will be better and always highlight it. I think curiosity is not promoted enough as a way of being. We promote kindness and bienveillance.
Yes, sir.
But I think along with bienveillance, we need curiosity because we always asking questions and wondering about the other and the state of the other and the state of things and trying to have reflections upon that helps you move through the world. You have to remove yourself as a centerpiece. And I've lived my whole life around myself. I go on stage and amuse people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of I in my life. I profoundly believe that you have to counterbalance the me aspect of your life with questions and curiosity about others, and learning about others is the only way to go.
We're going to leave this place having taken away a lot of good energy and good knowledge.
Yes.
And we're even hearing in the background
the band
that you played with last night.
They're going to be tired. They've been playing all day long.
I'm joking. They can't be. Yeah, they're on autopilot.
Yeah.
No, but they sound great.
Yes, they are.
And how lucky are we to be in a place like this?
We are extremely lucky, and so I can only thank Marianne and everyone for putting this together and taking a risk on us at times where maybe we don't even think about doing so. And
where we might also sometimes probably feel forgotten, right? So this is a place where we can be remembered. As I was saying yesterday, since the band, the musicians, they hadn't planned on playing my music, I was saying, look at what happens when we decide to trust each other. And I think that's what this salon is about. Amen. Amen. Well, on that, thank you so much, China.
Thank you.
Joining me was China Moses. We had a lovely little chat. I hope you enjoyed it. From the Diaspora Salon here in Marrakesh. China, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And let's go and party a little bit.
Let's go hear some music.
Let's go hear some music.
I heard they're calling up the ancestors.
There you go. Take care. Thanks.